Thank you all for coming out to the 39th Annual Natchitoches-NSU Folk Festival. I'm Shane Rasmussen, and it is my privilege to help induct these are some of the best artists that Louisiana has had in its history, and we are grateful that they're here. First, we want to let you all know that we are grateful to our so many sponsors that are local and all around the parish, as well as the state and nationwide. We have this year so many grants. For example, the National Endowment for the Arts, the folks up in Shreveport, the Shreveport Regional Arts Council, they're so awesome, and the Louisiana Division of the Arts, the Louisiana Office of Tourism, the Cane River National Heritage Area, the Natchitoches Historic District Development Commission, and the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival and Foundation. All these folks believe in what we do because they believe in us. They believe in Louisiana. And they believe in these artists because these are the best artists in the world here. And we are so grateful that they are here. And of course, we're grateful to our many local sponsors. And the list, I could read it off for 5 minutes. You know, folks like Sabine Bank and Citibank. So many people, Clico. It just take me 10 minutes to go on. But we are just so grateful to these folks that are helping us out. So thank you. And thank you for being here. You're not around for 39 years unless you have people come back again and again. And if this is your first time, welcome, and you're here for the show of a lifetime. Also, I want to say thank you for our crafts people. This year we have more crafts than we've ever had before, and it's working because I can tell everybody loves them. So without further ado, we have quite the lineup here, and we have some folks that would like to help recognize and honor these artists. And let's begin with our local folks. Sylvia Morrow is here, and she is one of our city councilmen. Sylvia? Thank you so much for coming out.
I would like to say, first of all, good afternoon to each and every one here today. I want to welcome all of you today on behalf of the city of Natchitoches. We have another council member that will be coming a little bit later on. I come to you from District Number 3, and Northwestern State University is a part of my district, and I want to say welcome. And one of the persons I know that we are going to spotlight today will be Mr. Harrington. And I want to say congratulations to him, and you will be hearing from us in an official manner a little bit later. Thank you.
That was very nice of you, thank you. And she is always so helpful to NSU. Thank you, Sylvia, and go Demons. Thank you very much. And now we'd like to have also Dale Nielsen, and these folks are helping us out so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. It's always a pleasure to be here. Welcome to the people out of town, to the people in town. Another great job. If you can't keep your foot from stomping, I understand why, because there's going to be a lot of good music throughout the day. I can proudly say that I've been to just about every one of these, and it just keeps getting better and better. And on behalf of the city, it's been such a great partnership with Northwestern, the city, and all of us in Natchitoches to make this happen. Shane, your group does a tremendous job, and congratulations on another good festival. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, looking around here, you can't help but see the quality of folks in Louisiana. I just look around and I see so many friends and so many people I know. I see Goldman Thibodeau right there, a member of Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. I mean, we got people all over the place. We got Terry Huval in the house tonight. We got all these people that are here, and this is the kind of caliber that Louisiana has. We are grateful. I want to now introduce, on behalf, this is Ms. Jerry Ledoux, on behalf of Congressman Johnson.
Good afternoon. Congressman Mike Johnson was not able to be here today, but on his behalf, I would like to say that we are very proud that an event of this caliber is held in the heart of our district, the 4th Congressional District here in Louisiana. We have today for each of the inductees a certificate of congressional commendation. We love the arts, and we love what it does for our district. So thank you so much for this event. You've done an excellent job.
Thank you, ma'am. And also, we have with us today, on behalf of Legislator Cox, and now this is a fellow that you know from previous festivals, and we welcome him back. Kelvin, where are you? There you are. This man works tirelessly for Louisiana, as does Representative Cox.
Thank you, Don. We're going to read these off now.
We can if you'd like. How do you want to roll?
I'd like the inductees to come in and
You bet. If we could have the inductees come up, Kelvin has some things to read on behalf of the state of Louisiana. And so if we could have y'all come up to the stage, including those folks, you know, we are honored this year to induct a couple of folks posthumously. And we are so grateful that their families are able to be here. If they could come onto the stage as well, we need to have them recognized.
I got James first. You got him? Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Once again, my name is Kelvin Porter. I'm representing for Representative Kenny Cox. He has a state resolution, all right, that we can look up for you smartphone people, that you can look up now on your phone, because these guys are going to be inducted into the archives in Louisiana. What you would do is go to Louisiana State Legislator, put in 2018 regular session, and for the resolution number, House Resolution 211. All right, and that's going to be there until as long as Louisiana's there. All right, the first inductee I have is James Burton. James Burton. That's me. Okay. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, good. All right, it says, in the state of Louisiana, House of Representatives, 2018 regular session, House Resolution number 211, presented by Representative Cox. A resolution commending Mr. Burton, James Burton, upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. Whereas the Louisiana Folk Life Center is an agency of Northwestern State University of Louisiana and was established in 1976. And whereas the mission of the Louisiana Folk Life Center is to identify, document, and present Louisiana rich history of folklores and folk life. And the center serves as an archive repository for many folk life materials. And whereas the Hall of Master Folk Artists, which was started in 1981, currently has more than 100 distinguished inductees, honorees in celebrating of Louisiana vibrant and diverse folk culture. And whereas born in August 21, 1939, in Doubly, Louisiana, James Burton family moved to Shreveport, where he spent his formative years. At the age of 15, James recorded the famous hit, Susie Q. His hit record resulted in airtime as a regular on the Louisiana Hayride radio show. He joined rockabilly and country singer Bob Loomer band. He also played with Rick Nelson, and whereas James Burton recorded with Dean Martin, Bobby Darden, and the Everly Brothers, his musical gifts allowed him to become a key figure in the Reckoning Crew, a group of session musicians. In 1969, James was asked by Elvis Presley to form a band. He did so, and he became Elvis' band leader. Whereas after Elvis died in '77, Burton took his musical skills on the road and toured with Emily Lou Harris, John Denver, Jerry Lee Lewis. He also recorded with Kenny Rogers, Elvis Costello, and Johnny Cash. Whereas James Burton has been inducted into the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame, the Musician Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and the Rockabilly Hall of Fame, former Rolling Stone founder and guitarist Keith Richards was proud to conduct the ceremony of James Burton induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on February 8, 2009. James won a Grammy Award for his instrumental Brad Presley song, Clusterfuck. And whereas the musical talent of James Burton has reaped benefits for people everywhere. The James Burton Foundation is dedicated to providing instruments to children in school, hospitals, and civic programs, and to veterans. Having received this first guitar at a young age instilled in James a desire to help generations of players, whereas James continued to tour and play his guitar around the world each year and is a fitting ambassador to represent the best of Louisiana. James Burton merits a special measure of commendation upon 2018 inductee into the Louisiana Folklife Hall of Fame, Hall of Masters Folk Artists. Therefore, be it further resolved that the House of Representatives of the legislation of Louisiana does hereby commend James Burton upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists, does hereby congratulate him on his lifetime of musicianship and musical achievements, and does hereby extend to him every good wish for continued success, prosperity, and happiness in the future. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy of the resolution be transmitted to James Burton, signed by the Speaker of the House. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't know you were so long.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now I don't have to write my book. Thank you, guys. God bless. And this is truly a great honor. Thank you.
A certificate of congressional commendation from Congressman Mike Johnson presented to James Burton in recognition of your induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
And on behalf of Northwestern State University of Louisiana and the Louisiana Folklife Center, I present this plaque as James Burton is inducted into the Louisiana Folklife Center Master Hall of Folk Artists. Folks, we have a legend on the stage. Let's hear it.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. God bless.
Okay. Jim Olenton? You have a representative for Jim Olenton? Jim Ortland, I'm sorry. Ortland, how you doing, sir? What's your name?
Tommy Ike Haley.
Tommy Ike Haley. All right, you tell them why you're here, Tommy.
My name is Tommy Ike Haley. I'm not Jim Ortling, but Jim Ortling is a dear friend of mine. We play music together down south at songwriter events. He's been a songwriter for decades now. He's in the Rockabilly Hall of Fame, and everywhere he goes, he's a crowd pleaser. And he was supposed to be here playing today, and he would rather be here, but yesterday he took a fall when he was loading up the car to come up here, and so he's recovering in the hospital now. But I'm honored to be here. His wife asked me to come accept this award for him, and it is an honor beyond mention. It's just amazing.
Thank you, Tim. I'm going to read this again. State of Louisiana House of Representatives 2018 regular session, House Resolution number 212, presented by Representative Cox. A resolution to commend Jim Ortland upon his 2018 induction in the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. All right. Whereas, I'm going to skip some of this because we read it already, like Northwestern in 76, all right? So I'm going to go on down to the meat and bread. All right. Whereas, Louisiana-born Jim Ortland was raised in San Antonio but spent summers at his grandfather's home in Bayou Lacombe, where he was immersed in swamp culture and conceived the idea for his first hit song while summering in the bayou. Whereas Jim was still a student of Louisiana State University when he visited Cosmos Mateus New Orleans recording studio to cut his twangy fish tale and biggest song. He came to fame with his recording in 1963 of Old Moss Back, a tall tale tune about Louisiana fishermen's never-ending battle with an exclusive largemouth black bass. Although Jim never landed the fish, he sung about in the song Old Moss Black Bass and showed of other classic earned a place for him in the 1997 induction class of Rockabilly Hall of Fame. He also wrote and recorded Louisiana Gambler and Black 40 Blues. And whereas Jim's earlier music career was put on hold when he answered the nation's call to duty, Jim Ortland joined the Army in 1965 and served as a combat infantry officer. After his military service, Jim spent decades as a bull rider, cattle ranch foreman, and commercial banker. But he returned to the music scene in 2013 with the release of Moss Back Revisit, a mix of rockabilly, billboards, and Tex-Mex song styling. The music Jim performed reflects the Cajun country and rock and roll influence. Whereas the 2015 Ponderosa Stomp was Jim's first major show appearance after his musical heydays. And when he performed at the 2016 Rock and Bowl, fans from around the world came to hear him. Jim Ortland loves to sing to audience large and small, and he merits a special measure of commendation upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Masters Folk Artists. Therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the Legislation of Louisiana do hereby commend Jim Ortland upon his 2018 introduction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Masters Folk Artists. Does hereby congratulate him on his powerful performance presence at the level of fans waiting, or leaving fans waiting for, wanting for more. We do hereby extend to him every good wish for continued success, prosperity, and happiness in the future. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy be given to him. Signed by the Speaker of the House.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tommy.
And on Jim's behalf, thank you. He's honored by this.
Thank you for being here on behalf of Jim. This is a certificate of congressional commendation from Congressman Mike Johnson presented to Jim Ortland in recognition of his induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You don't have enough to hold there. On behalf of the Louisiana Folklife Center and Northwestern State University of Louisiana, I present to you this plaque to be given to Jim Ortland, Rockabilly Master Folk Artist, inducting him into the Louisiana Folklife Center's Hall of Master Folk Artists. Thank you, folks. And now you go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much again on behalf of Jim Ortland. Jim's not here. You can't hear his song. You can't hear him sing today, but we'll be playing some of his songs at 2:15 on the West Stage if you want to hear some of that. Or if you go on YouTube, you can hear Jim playing his own songs and people covering his songs from around the world, including one band in Germany covering Old Mossback in German. So he's really a worldwide phenomenon. But he's really honored by this, and I thank you all for it.
Let's do a group shot here. We need to do let's do a group shot all together. Is this okay? Yes, yes.
Can we do one with Jim also?
Okay. Yes, let's do one with James now real quick. Thank y'all.
We do one more with James.
You bet. You bet. Let's get you in close. All right, Kelvin, you bet.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Harrington, Rodney Harrington. Is he here? Is he Moondog here? Congratulations, sir. State of Louisiana House of Representatives, 2018 regular session, House Resolution number 214 by Representative Cox. A resolution commending Rodney Harrington upon his 2018 induction into Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. Congratulations. Whereas Rodney Harrington has been involved in Louisiana music for more than 30 years and has been the frontman for Johnny Earthquake and the Moondogs since the band began nearly 25 years ago. The Moondogs have gained fame for their electric and unique Louisiana sound and have been called, quite simply, Louisiana Best Show Band by music critics. And whereas Rodney is proud of his Natchitoches and Pelican State roots, he has written and recorded Cane River Blues, Reflection on the Cane, This Is Our Town, Odes to the Area and its music and culture. Whereas Rodney Harrington serves on the board of music-related charities and works tirelessly to raise funds to buy music instruments for school children. He has promoted and produced concerts and musical events, is a 22-year member of the Natchitoches Jazz R&B Festival, and serves as the festival chair. Whereas the syndicated radio show, Jammin' with Johnny, the Johnny Earthquake Show, has been on air for nearly 20 years with Rodney as the host. It is the only radio show in North Louisiana that regularly features local, and area musicians. Rodney Harrington merits a special measure of commendation upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Masters Folk Artists. Therefore, be it further resolved that the House of Representatives of the Legislation of Louisiana does hereby commend Rodney Harrington upon his 2018 induction into the for his Louisiana musical achievements and philanthropy, and does hereby extend to him every good wish for continued success, prosperity, and happiness in the future. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy be given to Rodney Harrington, signed by the Speaker of the House of the State of Louisiana. Congratulations, brother.
And we're also pleased to provide a certificate of congressional commendation from Congressman Mike Johnson, presented to Rodney Harrington in recognition of your induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists.
Rodney, on behalf of the Louisiana Folk Life Center and Northwestern State University, it is my honor to recognize you as an artist, musician, and friend of Louisiana, and friend to this festival, and induct you into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. Say it. Oh.
I'm going to say a few words.
Yeah, please.
We'll do that now.
Well, they made a big mistake. Obviously, one of them was putting a microphone in front of me, right? But I'm not going to, I can't pass up this opportunity to Thank y'all.
Folks, y'all seen something you will never see again, and you never saw it before. Rodney at a loss for words. Rodney, you're the real thing.
You can go ahead and do all this and then say he's going to hit you.
It's in there.
I got my harmonica in my pocket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, let's get out of the way.
Where's the plaque?
Right here, right behind.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, hold that up. You bet, that's right. We're good. Try it. As many times as you want.
All right, people ask me what my talent is. My best talent, which is on display, is surrounding myself with talented people who are more talented than me. So my goal is always to be the least talented person, you know, in anything that I do,
Lionel.
which is obvious up here today. And it's obvious in the Moondogs and in radio station, my buddy Thomas, and the Jazz R&B Festival, and maybe it's a good lesson to be learned. And in anything that you do, if you surround yourself with talented people to where you're the least talented of the group, then, you know, that can be a really good thing. And I think I've been very, very successful in doing that. And I especially want to thank my fellow honorees, and particularly some of my family, Estelle and JB, my big brother over here, and who've given me opportunities that I could never dream of. My office staff is here today and for putting up with me. Again, talented people, and my family. My mama, who's here. My wife, my love, Jan.
We love you too.
So,
We can tell him, can't we?
now I've got through that, it's time to one of the other things I do best, and that's promoting. If you want to see something very special, be here at 8 o'clock tonight on this stage, where this lady, that gentleman, and a cast of thousands are going to be presenting quite a show that if you've never seen it, you'll never forget it. So I love all of you and my friends at the festival. Mama, thank you. Les, thanks for coming. And thank y'all. I'm sorry about this, but thank you so much. I love y'all. Thank you.
Still Brown? My pleasure. Want me to sing like you? It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Yes, yeah. Inspiration. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Here, I'm gonna gotta grab this. Hi guys, our next inductee is Miss Estelle Brown. You got it. Thank you, Doc. Okay. The State of Louisiana House of Representatives 2018 regular session, House Resolution number 213 by Representative Cox. A resolution commending Estelle Brown upon her 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. Whereas 50 years ago, Estelle Brown and some friends formed the all-girl group called the Sweet Inspirations, who were the top bag-up singers for Atlantic Records. Artists like Aretha Franklin, Van Morrison, Dusty Springfield, Donnie Warwick, and Jim Hendrix. And whereas the distinctive harmony of Sweet Inspirations are recorded on some of the most iconic songs in music history, including Chain of Fool, Natural Woman, Brown-Eyed Girl, Son of a Preacher Man, and Do You Know the Way to San Jose. Whereas artists in their own right, Sweet Inspirations recorded the hit song Sweet Inspirations in 1969. Estelle and her group accepted an invitation from Elvis Presley to tour with him. They performed more than 1,000 shows with Elvis until his death in 1977. Whereas Estelle Brown is a proud Louisiana resident who is fully immersed in the state music and culture. She has performed with James Burton, Johnny Earthquake, and the Moondogs. She has helped raise money for musical-related charities and does television appearances and school visits where she shares the rich history of rock and roll and rhythm and blues. And whereas Estelle may be counted among a select group of singers who have performed with both a king and a queen. King of Elvis Presley, king of rock and roll, and Aretha Franklin, queen of soul. Estelle Brown merits a special measure of commendation upon her 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Masters Hall of Fame. Therefore, be it further resolved that the House resolution of the Legislature of Louisiana does hereby commend Estelle Brown upon her 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master Folk Artists, does hereby congratulate her on many musical milestones and achievements, and does hereby extend to her every good wish for continued success, prosperity, and happiness in the future. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution be transmitted to Mrs. Estelle Brown, signed by the Speaker of the House. Congratulations. I got you.
And Ms. Brown, on behalf of Congressman Mike Johnson, we would like to give you this certificate of congressional commendation for all you've done.
Ms. Brown, on behalf of NSU and the Louisiana Folk Life Center, we proudly induct you into the Louisiana Folk Life Center Hall of Master of Folk Artists and proclaim you a Louisiana treasure.
All I can say is this is amazing. I never thought I would be receiving such great accolades. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so very much.
Okay, yes.
There we go. Kelvin, you get on this side.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, here, let me give you 1 second. Next, we have Hilton Lytle, the State of Louisiana House of Representatives 2018 regular session, House Resolution number 215, presented by Representative Cox, a resolution commending Hilton Lytle upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Masters Folk Artists. Whereas a respected instrument builder, Hilton Lytle grew up in Jena, Louisiana. He learned the names of all the trees in his area, and that knowledge led him to crafting toys from the various wood which would serve him later in life. And whereas Hilton Lytle answered the call of duty from his country and was deployed overseas for military service in World War II. Upon his return, he majored in industry education at Texas A&M University, where he completed a master's degree. After more than 20 years as a counselor at the vocational tech school in Monroe, Hilt retired and returned to his roots of crafting from wood. And whereas in 1970, Hilt Little built his first violin with the help of Firefox books. He improved his skills under the tutelage of Doc Savage of Monroe and became a specialist in producing violins with exceptional, beautiful tones by using a tap tone technique he developed. Hilt has built more than 900 instruments, musical instruments, including guitars, bows, which are regulator guitars, mandolins, banjos, violins, cellos, whereas Hilt Lytle is a featured artist at the Ozark Folk Center in Mountain View, Arkansas, where he has demonstrated his skill as a master craftsman and has taught apprentice building. Hilt has established the Music Root program, to which he has donated more than 400 instruments at the Ozark Folk Center. Hilt literally performs his composition, Generic Blues, geriatric blues, all right, which he has played on the harmonic and washtub bass. Whereas the 764 violins Hilt has built, most have been given to young musicians who could not otherwise have afforded to purchase them. Hilt is proud to remember where every violin he's built was sent and is even more passionate about passing on his knowledge to the next generation of lusters, many of whom he has helped to build their own fiddles. Hilt Little merits a special measure of commendation upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Halls of Master Folk Artists. Therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the Louisiana State Legislature do hereby commend Hilt Little upon his 2018 induction into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Masters Folk Artists, and does hereby congratulate him for his artist excellence and generosity, his generous giving spirits, and does hereby extend to him every good wish for continued success, prosperity, and happiness in the future. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution be transmitted to Hilt, signed by the Speaker of the House. And we have a treat. Congratulations. You want to sit down or you want to?
Thank you. You go ahead.
It's with great pleasure that I provide this certificate of congressional commendation to you, Mr. Hilton Lyles, on behalf of Congressman Mike Johnson.
Oh, thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Can I play my geriatric blues?
We hope so.
Can we raise that microphone?
You bet, you bet. Well, I'm not real good at that kind of thing, am I? Here we go. Is that better?
It's going to hang in there, you think?
Mr. Lytle,
Yep.
on behalf of Northwestern State University and the Louisiana Folklife Center, I proudly induct you into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. And I want to just let these folks know that we have 2 fiddles handmade by Mr. Lytle that are beginning to get given away today by the young fiddlers of today that are up on the Fiddle Championship right now. And that's from 1 to 4.
Bless and thank you.
Oh, would you like to say something? Pardon? Would you like to say something?
I'd just like to say hello. I happen to have a harmonica in my pocket, and they gave me permission to do a little bit of my song that I wrote called the Geriatric Blues. You think, if y'all can hold it. Anyway, it's better to laugh than it is to cry, so this is a little bit of laughter involved in this, so I'll do 2 or 3 verses of a song that I wrote about old people. I'll let y'all have it, and you can judge it and what y'all can tell what you think about it. Oh yeah, I got them old age blues. You know just how bad I feel. Oh man. Oh, got them old geriatric blues. You know just how bad I feel. Sitting here on my front porch, waiting for my meal on wheels. Bring it on, baby. Gonna come, sweet thing. Gonna hug me around my neck. Ooh, boy. There comes that pretty girl. Gonna hug me around my neck. She's on her way to Walmart. Wants my social security check. Ooh, boy. She'll get it, too. Oh, yeah, I used to get so aggravated, I just about see red. I get so aggravated, I just about see red. Got more hair growing out in my ears than I got growing on my head. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, I was courting this real pretty widow lady. And she's wealthy, too, but she dumped me. Got me in a fix. I'd told her I was 73, and she found out I was going on 96. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all.
Thank you. You bet. All this is yours. I'll bring it over to you. Well, all we got to do is get James the guitar, let Rodney take the vocals. We got a harmonica player right here, and then it's still. She can sing back up. We're all good. Yes. Mr. Lionel, come on up. Sorry, let's take a picture. Right? Yes. That's right, young at heart. Move the mic. Thank you all. Yes.
Y'all doing okay?
Howdy, folks. We are grateful to be able to induct Ms. Clementine Hunter also into the Hall of Master Folk Artists. And, you know, we have some folks here from her family, and I wonder if they'd like to come up. And also we have Tommy Whitehead, who she knew her whole life. His whole life he knew her, and we'd like them all to come on up. This right here on the cover here, you can see is this painting, Pecan Picking. That's the back of the t-shirt this year. The t-shirt's gonna sell out. I just want y'all to know if there's a t-shirt that you weren't able to purchase, just give your order to the folks up there. Let them know what sizes you want. We'll get some more made. This is such an important year. This is a work of art, and we are so grateful for it. Would you like to say a few? We have two of her great-granddaughters and her granddaughter here, and I wonder if they wanted to say something.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Sewell. I'm a great-granddaughter. This is Diane Brown. She's a great-granddaughter. And then my mom is with us, Dolores Sewell. She's a granddaughter. And it's just such an honor for us to be here and accept this honor on our grandmother's behalf. We thank you.
We would like to award the family of Clementine Hunter with this certificate of congressional commendation.
Would you like to come up and say a word?
I just want to say it's an honor to be here today to accept this award on behalf of my great-grandmother.
Tommy?
I'm going to talk about it in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a narrative session coming up pretty soon, and this is going to be all about the legacy of Clementine Hunter, and it's going to be in the End Club room right outside the front door there. And so we would just invite you all to that, and it's going to be packed. Thank you. On behalf of the Louisiana Folklife Center and Northwestern State University, we proudly induct Clementine Hunter into the Louisiana Folklife Center Hall of Master Folk Artists. She is a Louisiana treasure. This should have been done a long time ago. I don't know why. There's some things you forget. Should not have been forgotten. We have to correct this by inducting her because she is so well deserving. Thank you all. Thank you, guys.
Well, you get the picture, Lee. You can get the picture. Oh, hold it.
Come on up. Tommy, too. Okay. Delvin, you want in on this? Where is he? Okay. More in? What's that? Oh, yeah, we got one more. Yes. Howdy, folks. You know, it's often the case that Hall of Master Folk Artists, Hall of Famers, they forget some people that seem to be in the background that are so important, and yet they're not often recognized. I'm happy to say that in the past couple of years, we've kind of corrected that. There were two drummers that were well deserving of this award, and they were inducted very recently into the Hall of Master Folk Artists. And this year, we have the honor of inducting one of the most famous drummers in the history of rock and roll, rockabilly country, and this fellow is in need and deserves a recognition that is long overdue, and that is for Mr. D.J. Fontana, who played with Elvis at the very beginning. He was formative in the creation of a whole genre of music, and he brought it to the forefront in a humble but amazing way. This man deserves our recognition, and we have a member of his family here too today.
On behalf of my uncle and his wife, Karen, I am accepting this award posthumously for my uncle, who I do believe is well deserving of the award. Thank you all for the award.
And on behalf of Congressman Mike Johnson, we present the certificate of congressional commendation to DJ Fontana's family.
On behalf of Northwestern State University and the Louisiana Folklife Center, I induct DJ Fontana into the Hall of Master Folk Artists, and I proclaim him a Louisiana treasure. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Awesome. And let's get everyone up here. So if we can get all the folks up here at once. Tommy, and James, and Rodney, and Estelle, we're gonna do a group shot, Hilton. Oh, really?
She's working in the monkey. Bring my monkey, baby, bring my monkey back to me.